Good afternoon. Welcome back to Three Swords Gaming. We are back in Neverness to Everness. We're going to keep playing on this for a little bit, although I may also do another character story in Enfield today. We'll see. But for now, let's do some more Neverness to Everness. And where we left off is that we'd engaged in some shenanigans with this ridiculous crew from Avon in a Photoshop, right? A photo studio, I should say, because Photoshop is software. And that was essentially the mechanism to introduce us to Hattori and all these little rats that live here and Otter, and it's just um, not very pleasing if I'm being honest. And yet, as I mentioned in the last video, and I would reiterate now, it is kind of the worst side of this game, and there's so many good things. So hopefully we'll get into some of that today. We still don't. I kind of like the way they look at their phone when you go to the screen. Um, there's a lot here. Like for example, we still don't have the event screen, and we still don't have the ability. I was thinking maybe after sleeping for the night, the next day rolled around, that maybe we just needed to trip like a reset for those things to pop up. But no, we clearly have to reach a point in the game for those to appear, and we really want them to appear because that's how we're going to get the materials necessary. Now, probably we're just not going to be able to get enough materials to go for Shinku because we don't want to do that unless we're like very confident we can get it, right? And without the events, we're also not getting like the sign in where we get pulls and stuff. So,
All right, that's a wrap. Rest up, everyone.
okie dokie, Hattori. You too, and don't get drunk. How about that?
I have a feeling A-Bone is going to get busy.
I feel like I've heard that many times before. 다기도!
You don't get it. Things are different now. We've got a treasure here, and business will follow.
That's creepy, Hattori.
The wheel of fortune has turned, and it's about time fortune favored us. Cha-ching!
She hasn't even had a drink. Who's going to wake her?
Lady has a point. With the appraiser's help, A-Bone will surely see new opportunities.
That's a lot for me as a newcomer. No pressure, right?
New opportunities! New opportunities!
One of these books is an anomaly. You can tell by touching the book spine.
All right. Apparently, we need to get some rest. Oh, there you go. You know what? We were that close to unlocking dailies. And it looks like events also triggered. Nice. So all we needed to do was finish that story sequence. Alright. Happy times. So this is actually quite fun, although it's like also a little bit grindy, but that I'm not opposed to that, to be clear. And we'll get to this point in the story soon enough. This is actually part of the story, so I don't want to jump ahead. What do we got here? I forget what this is. Oh yeah, we're not going to do this. We clearly do not have the resources to attempt this, even if Shinku wasn't on the table, which truthfully Shinku's probably not on the table. But this would be well out of reach, right? Yep. I haven't actually done that yet on my main account. We got that. That's kind of like one of the endgame modes. We're nowhere close to being able to do that anyway. We got some more free stuff. So the game is pretty good. The game is pretty generous when it comes to a new player, and it's pretty good about being free-to-play friendly, and that feels good. Oh, no, I'm not going to... please spend responsibly. Yeah, I will spend responsibly by being a free-to-play player. How does that sound? All right, so now our daily system's in place as well. That's good. Now, because we're not a paying customer, We are not going to get like pulls, and we're not going to get some of the added like there is in this particular game, and I'm fine with this. I want to be clear, like games have to monetize, and because this game is fairly generous, I don't think it's quite as generous as people make it out to be. I put it on par, or maybe even a tiny bit behind Enfield. Probably on par. But one area where they are like very generous is the rewards for the paid battle pass are really quite good. Because you get quite a bit of currency, and you get the in-game currency of fawns as well, and there's a lot here that's going to help you advance and develop. If you don't spend that, the free-to-play battle pass is fine, but is not going to blow you away. It's really not. So you're not actually, when I say like farm for the pulls, it's not happening here. It's happening in your dailies. It's happening here. When you get to 100, and along the way, you get, so let's see, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, right? So over the course of 3 days, you're going to get a pull. And this is pretty much where you're going to farm. Extra stuff that we can, pursue just to get the things. And we got some stuff we can already claim. That's nice because we're gonna need the fawns. Anyway, so that's kind of a rundown on all that. If you're a free-to-play player, like this is 100% something you should be doing every day. If you actually want to be able to pull every now and then as a free-to-play player, and of course the rewards that they give with like login bonuses and stuff like that are pretty good too. Okay, we rested, right? We did rest. Oh, there's another thing we can do real quick. We have a thing. Oh, we have an achievement. Well, that's nice. Let's check out our achievement. Log in for 1 day total. Good job, guys. Wow. And we did, oh yeah, some quests. And of course, these things, all these achievements carry very small rewards as well. But that adds up over time. There's mini pulls hidden within the achievements. You just don't get mini pulls all at once. Because that's how that works. Where's inventory? Where's the little backpack? Inventory. We have a thing which will allow us to get a free character. Now, several of these are good options. I will be very upfront, and if you've watched like any of my Enfield playthrough, it's clear in Enfield, and it's equally true in this game. I don't structure my teams for meta. I structure my teams for vibes. I prefer female characters. I like adult characters, and I like characters that are like likable in some capacity. Which in this game is a little bit more of a struggle than Enfield. But we got some good options here, truthfully. And these are good options in terms of all the things that I just described, but also some good options in terms of how they contribute to the team, right? So Hathor has pretty good, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it complements the main character pretty well. Daffodil is good for, like, breaking the break bar or whatever they call that in this game. And Xion, my understanding is complements the main character pretty well also. But because I just got her a couple days ago on my main account, actually with this selector, I haven't had a chance to really explore that too much. And of course I have Shinku on my main account, so like I've been investing in Shinku. In terms of aesthetics, all three are good. I have no interest in Fadia is not likable, I guess, unless that's your thing. But I don't find her likable. I also don't find her gameplay likable because her attacks are very slow. Whereas the attacks for at least Hathor and Daffodil, again, I haven't played with Xion much yet, are very fast. And that, to me, feels much better. This guy's not likable because he's kind of comes off as like a little bit of a creeper. And I don't know, what they went for with his attitude just isn't much fun. And then Sakiri's a little brat, and we're not tolerating that. Even though this is like I think kind of a meta character. I don't know if that's changed with Shinku, but prior to Shinku, like this was a meta character. I don't care. We are 100% not playing with Sakiri. We're gonna go with Xion, because I don't use her much on my main account right now, and I just barely got her. On this account, she'll at least get some play, and that'll be kind of fun. Daffodil and Hathor are both tempting because they're both good and each has their benefits. Particularly when you're doing city activities, Hathor is real nice because once you advance her to a certain point, There are certain things that you're like basically getting for free, um, in terms of like the city activities, which we haven't got to yet in this count. But again, for to mix things up, do something a little different, and because she is nice to look at and seems like she will be an interesting character in the story, we're gonna go ahead and go with Gion. And I wanted to get this done early because we need to. What did this do for us? Oh, it added another character that we can do the tutorial on. So I will say the tutorials in this game are very quick and straightforward. In fact, you know what? Where was that? I don't think it's here. It was in... Was it in the exploration guide? It is. All right. Let's do that because let's kind of explore this. These are the things that I don't really do much on my main account. And why not? Why not do this real quick? Because we're kind of on this playthrough, we're kind of exploring the game as a whole, right? All right. Mid to long range damage character. I don't enjoy ranged characters as much as I enjoy melee characters. So in that sense, Daffodil might have been, or Hathor, both might have been more rewarding. But let's see if we can do something with this. All right. Approach the enemy to start the tutorial. Enemy is approached. All right. The attacks are quick. I like that quite a bit. Rose pack. So this is something that NTE does very heavily. It seems every character has a gimmick. I'm not a huge fan, but
I'll deliver this one myself. Thank you for your patronage.
I figured it out. All right. Lethal Rose Pact. Alright.
I'll deliver this one myself.
Ultimate Triggers Pact. Detonating the Lethal Rose Pact. Oh, so you want to follow the E skill with the Q skill. Okay. Good job, team. So I do like that the tutorials in this game are like very short and straightforward, right? I don't want to spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes in a character tutorial. Like, that doesn't feel good. Okay, formation. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, right, we finished it. Cool. But also, no, not character. Well, we're gonna need a developer.
I don't do vague requests.
If we're gonna use her. The problem is we like don't have things. Honestly, we should take that off of Haniel because I don't think we're going to be using Haniel. Okay, she's got one. All right. Oh, maybe we will use Haniel. Let's see here. Let's look at formation. And so the goal with formation is to like link up some of the elements to create effects, right? Except we don't want
we need for the trip
Adler.
is ready.
Shut up, Adler.
Greetings to you.
What happens if we
Pleasure working with
do?
you. Invited guest here. I don't want this to be a wasted trip.
It's expensive to hire an elite courier, you know.
All right, so Haniel's kind of pointless in terms of the... Oh, and Mint and Gion. I shouldn't have pulled Gion. I should have pulled Hathor. Oh, that would have been way better. Oh, well. We did it. We're going to live with it. Mint and Gion are redundant. At some point, maybe we'll bench Mint or Gion. We'll see. In the meantime, we'll roll with that. That's fine. Whatever, man. Let's get going.
The wind's just right.
Because now the next like benchmark, if we want to kind of start advancing and doing things, is to develop. In fact, it shouldn't even pop up yet. Yeah, it's not popping up. It will ultimately pop up like right somewhere in this ballpark. The city stuff, all the lifestyle stuff. Your apartment, your coffee shop, all that business. Oh, do we gotta go upstairs? We gotta talk to Adler. Ugh. Hi, Adler. Is that my breakfast?
Good morning, appraiser. Breakfast is ready.
I'm gonna eat all the good things before those little rats come up here.
Thank you, Adler. Good morning. Any new commissions?
A-Bone isn't usually that busy, but we received a commission as soon as you came in. Thanks for being around. Why don't you take a stroll around bridge crossings today? It may be an old town, but the views and the food are great.
Sounds good. I guess I'll just do whatever. Call me if there's anything urgent.
Have fun.
I will have fun. Can I take some of this food with me? I believe I can, if I remember correctly. All I can take is the cold brew. Oh, and a bao bun. Sweet. We're gonna leave that otter where he is. We want nothing to do with that. Alright, let's wander around bridge crossings. So at some point now that it's a day later, we have maxed out our... Let's see, where can we see it? Here we go. We've maxed out our, like, stamina system. So we should, at some point, come up here, because we want to, like, develop these characters, right? And, man, I regret pulling Ji-On. Or using the selector on Ji-On. I didn't realize she was redundant to Mint. Maybe I should have done some homework on that, but I never do homework. Alright. This is not a game that I would put that kind of effort into, to be honest. In fact, on the contrary, like, the very thing I enjoy about this...
Is that voice speaking to me?
The very thing I enjoy about this game is that it's not the kind of game that I would invest in, you know, in that way. Like, I'm just going to wander through this game and enjoy it. It'll be fine.
Hello, I'm Cheese.
Hi?
Hello there. Would you like to apply for a debit card?
Sure.
Huh? Sorry, I don't need one.
No, I'm not selling anything. I am...
I still don't.
Please give me 5 minutes. No, 2 minutes. 1 minute. I can explain. May I?
They picked the wrong salesman, this bank.
Sure.
Greetings. Employee 018888 from Pink Paws Bank at your service. You can call me Cheese. I would like to introduce you to the Hetero New Citizen Support Program, which is jointly backed by the Dvorak family and the Hetero Municipality. This program aims to help new residents, including anomalies, adapt to their new lives and promote Hetero's urban development. All your contributions will be rewarded, and I will also help you solve any difficulties. Do you have any questions?
So, what is all all these about? What family program fund?
So, do you want to apply for a debit card at our bank?
All that for a debit card account? Really?
Please don't worry. I have official certification from the municipality.
I don't really need.
This is my employee ID. You can verify my identity with the Pink Paws Bank website. And I...
Look, she's about to cry.
Alright, fine.
I can try helping you with the application. Wait, really?
I'll start a new account at Pink Paws. Let's go with the... what program was it again?
Oh man, main character straight got pressured into opening a bank account.
No problem.
There we go, Tycoon. That's the name of the city thing. Alright, let's check it out. Look at everything's locked. Press to view Tycoon level. You need to earn enough funds to upgrade the Tycoon level. Oh, but we have. And then we also need to complete tasks. And then we get things. And eventually, we get cheese. Now, actually, I want to say, I think this is Like, very smart and very well done on the point of Hada, Hoda, whatever they're called. To create a character that you earn through gameplay, not pull for, and as you advance through that game mode, and it's something that they want you interacting with, right? This is kind of fundamental to NTE, this whole City Tycoon thing. And the more you interact with it, the faster you unlock this character and all her dupes, and she's a likable character, and like they just put everything together to incentivize you to interact with this. And truly, until you get to 18, you are genuinely like pursuing that because you want cheese. And we do. We want cheese. I don't know if she'll be like on our team or not. But I don't know. We'll figure that out when the time comes. All right. And we can immediately... Oh, wait. No, because we haven't completed that quest yet. Okay. And so, of course, we can't do any of the things yet. But soon we'll be able to get to Garage. We'll be able to get to Hobbies. Hobbies is how you generate more Fawns, which is the currency that you need to level up your Tycoon level. That's this currency right here. But also the currency you want for like a lot of the things in game, right? It's the basic in-game currency that isn't a paid currency. Although you can basically buy it.
Thank you for choosing Pink Paws Bank. From now on, all the funds you earn in Hethero will be blessed by Lord Loudon for safety and security.
Wait, is this a religious thing? Did I just join a cult?
Funds play a key role in living in this city. Many shops like Cool Express hire temporary workers. These gigs are paid by each task, which are perfect for newcomers to the city. If you want to, you can also set up your own business. Hethero is famous for its coffee beans, has a great economy, and attracts lots of tourists.
I feel like you're really pushing me to open up a coffee shop.
I can see from your registration that you're currently staying at A-Bone Antique Shop. Their business is relatively stable right now. That said, in an Anomaly Hunter organization, you could prioritize commissions from the Anomaly Hunter Guild, which usually pays generously.
Huh. Relatively stable?
Sorry. I didn't mean to peek into your personal information.
So basically, Cheese is my financial advisor now.
All good. I'll consider your advice.
I'm glad I could help.
Thanks, Cheese. You're the bestest. Alright, complete the Anomaly Commission Lightspeed Tagger. Alright. I mean, it's worth noting. My team sucks.
The wind's just right.
You can see as I run around, like there's a lot going on the map, right? So we got like this thing here. That is an anomaly that we can go defeat. That's going to contribute to map completion. We got another one of those crow things down here. That's going to complete or contribute to map completion. Which is honestly like something that we should genuinely be putting time into. In addition to just advancing through the story, like these are other things that truly we want to be doing, but it will be helpful if we can strengthen our team. Just running out into traffic. Because as we're currently constructed, like we have 4 level 1 characters, right? And that's not optimal. In fact, I'm wondering if sending us to do this commission is essentially a prompt. Oh. No, they're introducing us to the anomaly system. And anomalies are a good way of getting arcs, right? So there is that. Now, the MC's arc, and I will have to follow a guide for it, is already available, like her signature arc. You can do it, like, now. We would have to go back here and interact with a certain character here, and then repeatedly find that character throughout the world, which would require us to unlock some of these areas, which is not a big deal, right? We just run towards these things. And then upon interacting with her a number of times, then eventually we just are granted the arc. So it's, if you were doing it without a guide, it would very much be a scavenger hunt, trying to find her all over the place. With a guide, it would, I think it takes maybe 20 minutes or so. That may be something that we'll do at some point. Why is this lit up? Have we already reached? No. This is just a thing we're doing right now. Okay. Cool. Alright. So, in fact, you know what? No, we're not going to do that quite yet. Let's go ahead and level our characters, at least one or two of them up. Like, with focus on the MC. Like, we're going to advance the MC faster than any other character, because we're going to be relying on the MC to kind of hard carry us a little bit. And even this might be, honestly, a challenge. I don't know. I don't know how weak we actually are. I don't remember how this feels. Alright, they're level 8. We're all level 1.
I will see through the nexus.
Oh, yeah, this is fine.
Mission complete.
Alright, let's do it 2 more times. Gotta use up that currency. And Gion wasn't bad. So there is a scenario where it makes sense to have both Gion and Mint on a team. And that would be if you're kind of going back and forth between the MC and the two of them.
Nicely done.
And so kind of playing off of the that elemental reaction, but you're playing MC elemental reaction with Mint, MC elemental reaction with Gion, so forth, right?
Come here, Coco. One step closer.
Leave it to me, Mint.
Alright, let's see what we can do with that. I don't know that that's going to be enough to do much of anything at all. But we will see. Oh, I should have gone to the other thing first. Alright, cool. We need that too. Alright, go back over here. And we get a tiny bit more. Yeah, I get it. Like, I got it, guys. If I start spending money in this game, it won't be on this account. Oh, okay. Well, I have a survey to do. That we're definitely not doing in the video. Okay. We need to advance these characters.
What should we do today?
I wonder how this actually, the amount we have of this currency right now should actually be enough to advance. Probably all 4 to level 20.
I don't do vague requests.
Hey, the wind's picking up.
Who's the 4th person?
Me!
Oh, it's Haniel. We're really not going to use Haniel, in all likelihood. But, oh, in fact, we're not even going to level her up, because I have a hunch we're not going to use her. We will get other characters soon enough, and probably Haniel's going to fall off the list. So, yeah, I'm not going to invest. Alright. We did a thing. We get stuffs. And now we get a whole bunch more stuffs. And, like, this is very easy, so very soon we'll be bumping that up again. Alright. Now what we need, though, before we go fighting this commission. So in order to fill our health, all we gotta do is waypoint. And whammy. Health is full. So this game really leans into like a lot of like character stories and character associated quests and stuff like that, which I don't dislike fundamentally.
Perfect angle.
I just dislike several of the characters and consequently, you know, don't care that much about their stories either. Fortunately, usually, like, they're a fairly... Should we gamble? This is like a current event they have going on where we can gamble. But the thing is, we are not wealthy. Gambling would actually be very foolish, right? I'll gamble on my main account. We'll have some fun with that later.
Just right.
Alright. Lightspeed Tagger. Level 16 bot.
Pretty lively here.
Not too difficult. Careful. I'm here, Coco.
Hey!
Time for the perfect position.
Leap blade, then break.
Shift change.
I don't offer discount.
Yay, good job, guys.
Trust me.
Okay, so this contain thing, here we see like the can of spray paint or whatever that's supposed to be, kind of glitched out and stuff. That's what gives us the arc,
Containment
right? Which presumably is what they wanted to introduce us to. Now, whether or not that's useful for any of the characters, I don't know. We can check and see. See, all we gotta do is get a couple more phone booths. Oh, one more phone booth. And we'll get some more rewards. So we should definitely look into that here ASAP. Also, I think I saw a thing. Yeah, we can now level up. And we have enough currency to do it again, but we need to buy a car, and that's going to cost some of the currency. But this is not how much you have on hand. This is how much you've generated. So this doesn't go backwards. So we have car-related things to advance again. So we will look into that soon enough. First, let's see here.
New day.
Okay, so it's not for her. Not for her. She uses the same ones. So this is the... Which ones they can use is defined by, like... whether they're, like... What their little symbol is and stuff. Okay. She has one that increases anima damage dealt. There's also break intensity. So break intensity is what, like, Daffodil is so good at? Okay, well, we're kind of stuck where we are right now. Oh, wait a minute.
What should we do today?
Do we already have...
Wanna hang out?
We already have a dupe of her. Huh. Yeah, so NT is really interesting. It lets you select which one of these you want to do. Having said that, what's interesting is it's such a good idea to allow people to select these. I love that. I've barely interacted with it. Oh, do I have one for her too? I've barely interacted with it on my main account. Like, I just go with what's recommended and I go about playing the game. So I suppose, again, because I've approached this game with such a laissez-faire attitude, maybe that's why. If you were really looking to, like, optimize your experience, then I think you would make a point of trying to do that and trying to select like which which dupe effect you were looking to create, or which awakening effect, I suppose it is, that you wanted to take advantage of. I don't care, I guess, which is weird, right? We're not going to do this anomaly right now. It's an interesting one. Oh, what the hell? Why not? Play the video. Ooh, exciting. So what we can do, and fortunately, like, it kind of walks you through this. Use the camera to, like, freeze a certain moment in time. Okay, and there it kind of explains how it works. Took me a moment to remember how this works, but yeah, it's very straightforward. C4 phantom bombs. Very scary. Very scary stuff we have happening here. Alright, so we gotta go earlier in the video. I find it interesting and probably more likable than not that a majority of the cars in this game, or fundamentally all the cars in this game, are modeled after like very real cars, right? And there might be some slight differences. Like when we look at what is very obviously a Porsche, there are a couple of things that are just plain goofy, like the fact that there are vents on that tail, like intakes, but they clearly don't go to anything. That's just the shape. And then the 3 fins on the spoiler is like obviously crazy elaborate. But otherwise, at its core, it's kind of a Porsche 935. And then we have our flying vehicle here is like very obviously in like probably early to mid 90s Volkswagen Jetta, I believe. It's definitely a Jetta, but the time period is, I suppose, open for some debate. I'm not a Volkswagen Jetta expert, although I own one. It's not nearly that old. Alright, what do we got here? To this guy. This guy. And this guy is gonna appear.
Intel confirmed. Trust me.
Exciting. The finale. It's time for the finale. Was that not the finale? The explosion incident has been erased. This accident caused 13 casualties? What? I mean, there could only be 2 people in this vehicle. Presumably there's a max of 4 in this vehicle. That leaves 7 more people unaccounted for. Now, this vehicle flew into the air, but there's clearly no one in it. Where are the other 7 casualties, assuming both vehicles were completely full?
Nicely done.
Nicely done. And we get some more loot, which we needed. So a lot was made when this game was like fixing to come out about the idea that it was kind of an anime Grand Theft Auto, and so there was this idea that you might be able to just grab any of these vehicles and drive off with them, and that's very much not the case. I don't feel like that's something missing. Like, that doesn't particularly disappoint me personally. That was not the aspect of the game that I was excited about or looking forward to. But if for some reason you're watching this and you're like, do I want to play this game or not? Like, let's be clear. You can't just grab any old vehicle or whatever the case may be. There are a lot of vehicles. I think driving in this game is quite fun as well. On this playthrough, when we drive, we will need to... This is where Gion is from, by the way. And a couple other characters. Is this Stereo Express right here. And it'll factor into the story later. We'll get to that. Oh yeah, if you were looking for like that type of element in the game, like this would not probably scratch that itch for you. Like just play Grand Theft Auto, like I don't know, or play Cyberpunk 2077, which does allow you to just grab cars off the street. It's not the primary purpose, but you absolutely can do it. They made that available. All right, we're almost to this phone booth. There's also another one of the birds around here. Looks like it's right down here.
Perfect angle.
There it is. We want to be grabbing these. Not only because they contribute to map completion, but because we can turn those things in and get some rewards. Alright, that much closer to... well, not just closer. We should have this done now. We will definitely take these rewards. Put them to use. Now, while we're here, let's look at another thing that is in the game. And again, to compare to Cyberpunk 2077, you know, in that game, like, you'll be moving around the world, and there will be, like, the random criminal things that you can, like, get involved with and murk a bunch of people. Well, this game basically has that, too. It's basically the exact same thing. What's interesting is, when you just look at this game, when we look around and we see everything going on here, it doesn't feel like a place where that would be a thing, right? Like it's a colorful, vibrant, interesting world with lots going on, and it kind of feels good in that sense, right? We're gonna steal a refreshing fruity while we're over here. So you wouldn't want to see, or you wouldn't necessarily expect to see things that are particularly dark. And yet, sometimes these encounters with these bandits or brigands or whatever they're called they feel quite dark. Like, this is... And this, by itself, isn't, like, super crazy. But some of them where, like, multiple male bandits will have a female, like, cornered in an alley, don't feel good, man. Like, they really don't. So this is an area where we have to be careful with our combat, because you see, we can knock these things over. And when we do, there's a risk of us falling down there and, like, resetting combat in some way. I hope we didn't knock those on. Oh, they disappear before they hit the ground down there. Okay, we didn't squish anyone. You alright, guy? This poor old man. Anyway, so there are benefits to doing these criminal activity things when you encounter them.
Leave it to me, Mint.
There's like a little currency that you get for doing them, and you can trade in that currency at a police station. The rewards are not crazy, but because it's a repeatable thing, the rewards are easy, if that makes sense. Got another camera spot up here? Alright, we should get back to the story here since we've been running around a little bit, doing a few things. Things that needed to be done, for sure. Alright, let's take a look at the journal. Should we do Legendary Driver? What is Legendary Driver? Oh, Legendary Driver is go buy a car. It looks like, and that's what it currently has us on. What's this up here? Oh, these are stories. So Tomato Jelly Rampage should be Lacrimosa's story. I don't remember what Pawn Moonlight. I assume it's Hattori's. Almost certainly. All right, well, let's go buy a car, I guess.
The wind's just right.
And to complete this quest, it gives us like a very specific car. Obviously, it said it in the quest description that we're expected to buy, which is, of course, the cheapest car. It's not like they start you out, oh, to complete this initial quest, like, buy the most expensive car. That's not the case at all. But once we've bought this basic car, we probably will not buy another vehicle until we get a motorcycle. Because truthfully, like, getting around in the Volkswagen Jetta, so this is what we'll be getting. Oh, these guys are kind of fun because when you face them, they disappear-ish. Like, obviously it's still there. Chameleon the Thief. He has little things. Claim the loot, you must stay out of its line of sight. So if you just walk up, you can't get it, right? You come behind him. And you can get him. And we can use that stuff. Alright, let's buy a car. We should have the currency to buy a car.
Hello. How may I help you today?
I need a car. So here's another example of like cars that are very obviously specific cars, right? That is clearly like a previous generation or 2 generations ago now Dodge Charger. I wasn't a fan of this body style in real life, and I'm not a fan of it in the game. I don't plan to buy this car until I'm like actually completing my collection. The AE86, which is a ST79 in this game. I mean, that's fun. Like, people grossly exaggerate the performance of this car, but yeah, I mean, that's a fun thing. We got the very obvious Mini Cooper, and Mini Coopers are cool. They're cool little cars. And then for 50 grand, so obviously the currency in this game is very bloated, right? But for 50 grand, we can get us a, like, spiffied up Volkswagen Jetta. Let's do it. Now, it would be really nice if you could choose the color when you buy it. Kind of like Gran Turismo or something, where when you acquire a car, you can choose from a list of colors. We can't. In order to change color on this car, we will have to get it modified, and it's actually, like, relatively expensive. Considering the cost of the car, the cost to get the color on this changed is quite a lot. So we're probably just going to have a red Jetta. Because, at least for the near future, until we have our coffee shop set up and have at least one apartment and so on and so forth, there's no point in wasting funds on painting this thing. Because we're never going to drive it once we have the motorcycle. Unless we're doing the Uber driving, which I don't know that I prefer the deliveries over the Uber driving. We'll get to that. Alright. Yes, I guess. Enjoy your new vehicle. I'll try. If you need to pass time, I don't. But the time system in this game is pretty good. Not only because you can adjust the time, but also you can adjust the weather. Now, Snowy is locked behind a mission. But, alright, it's 4 in the afternoon. 7 tomorrow morning. We want it to be a sunny day. And I guess we're going to spend the night in a car dealership. That's kind of weird. But Zero's a weird person. Good morning. Fun fact, these things are open all night. So I do love the level of exploration they allow in this game. Like, it would have been very easy. Oh, that's kind of cool. For them to make, like, this upstairs area just off limits, right? Just have the stairwell be something that you couldn't go up. But they didn't do that. Instead, they... Oh, and they even put stuff up here. Look at that. That's EXP material. Are you alright? Here, let me sit down. Do you want to talk? Do you... No? We're just going to sit here in silence? Alright, well, I ain't got time for that. Alright, now it's telling us to challenge a race. But first... Oh, maybe the race is also needed. Yeah, legendary driver. That must be the race. Alright, we're going to do some driving. Switch to the controller, and here we go. I don't want to do that right now. Can you make that go away again? So there's something that they put in this game that I like. Man, driving's loud. I wouldn't want this in some other games, but for this game it's actually quite nice, which is comfort mode. So now I'm on comfort mode, and what that allows me to... what it does is... it caps the speed of the vehicle. In fact, you'll see that, oh, we're right where we need to be. The issue is, okay. This race happens at night, I think. We're going to have to change time again. It caps the speed of the vehicle, which is quite nice, because if you have faster vehicles, they can be a pain to drive in like a normal city environment, right?
The wind's just right. Perfect angle. The wind's just right.
All right, let's see. Can we just switch to the controller now? Yep. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Now, truthfully, because I got the Porsche on my main account, it trivialized all the races. The races aren't necessarily trivial at this point. Like, if you don't have the Porsche and you haven't generated currency for a decent car and stuff, then I don't consider these trivial. They're winnable, and hopefully I will win. I should. But they're not trivial by any stretch of the imagination. And we'll probably just go ahead and blow through like all the races in this class. I don't think we have to modify this car to win any of them. Although if I embarrass myself and crash or something, then we might have to do, one of them more than once. We'll see how that shakes out. Man, the music is really loud when you're racing. I will say though, not necessarily racing with this racing music, but the casual music when you're like just driving around the city and stuff, which I think also plays for deliveries, is pretty good. The game has good music. Alright, so we won this one pretty handily. Yes, we got all the achievements for this one. Next stage. And this is really good for us because we need to really advance the account nicely in terms of Tycoon. We need to use our the FOMO currency, the whatever you call it. The stamina system specifically for city events, we need to try and use some of that. Because that's how you generate fawns, and also specific to racing, we need to advance through some of the races to be able to advance our Tycoon level at some point. I don't think we have to advance tremendously far, but you do have to do it. Alright, looks like we shouldn't have any trouble with this one either. Such a fast Jetta. Yeah, we're cruising along at like 100 miles an hour. Alright, we should have all 3 achievements again. Let's see here. Yep, nice, nice. Next stage. All this funds will help pay for the car, since we just wasted a bunch buying this stupid car. We need to start saving up for the motorcycle. Although the motorcycle doesn't give any... It makes the world much easier to navigate. Much easier to navigate. but does not have any sort of achievement or anything associated with it. Whereas, like, some other things do. In order to fully complete one race circuit, you do need the AE86. Which I haven't even done on my main account because I have the Porsche and I don't really care about the achievement that much. When the Porsche just trivializes all the races anyway. But on this account, we'll probably want to do that because we're going to need, each time we step up the difficulty on the racing, like the group that we're in. So once we get past this series of races and we move to the next one, we'll need a new car to be like competitive there. Modifying this one might get it done, but then the one after that, this car absolutely won't hack it. And for the final series of races, you basically need like a 12 million fonts car. Or the Porsche, which is not available even if we did feel like pulling for it. Honestly, the outfit for Zero that comes with Porsche, or that you can pull while pulling for the Porsche, is just as good as getting the Porsche itself. That's a fantastic outfit. I really should look at the map from time to time instead of just wondering what's going to happen next. So it looks like each one of these are 7,000 fonts, so it's not terrible. It's not going to fully pay for the car, but it won't hurt. Oh, so here's an interesting thing. The rain significantly impacts driving in this game. Like, the impact of the rain is noticeable in this game. Oh man, that guy is so much faster than me. Jerk. I did try doing a race once in the SUV and I did not enjoy it. The SUV is not a great driving machine, to be honest. What's interesting is not only is the Porsche like just shockingly faster than even the other fast cars, it's actually relatively easy to control. I have an easier time controlling the Porsche in a race like this than the Jetta. Although you're also under a lot less pressure to handle when you're so much faster than everyone else that you're winning races by kilometers, not just hundreds of meters. Now, it'll be interesting when we get to the last race, because when you leave a race, when you're done and you're like, okay, I'm done, I'm not going to do any more, then it just leaves you in that spot with the car still rolling and puts you back in the real world. And then, like, so you'll be like done with the race, bam, you're back in the real world and driving towards like a truck. You're like, oh, okay, I guess I should look out for this truck in front of me. Why am I at the back of these four vehicles? That sucks, man. Trading a little paint, no big deal. Kyujo here is slow. You're slow, Kyujo. Alright, is this next one the last one? It is. Nice. We get to take on Akiyama. What a legend, Akiyama. There is actually a story we'll get to later about a racing legend. It's actually, like, not a terrible story. It's kind of fun to play. They do try to pitch you a little bit when you hit them like that. Oh, I shouldn't have used the brakes there. This one might be a challenge to get that. What is it? Oh, we only need a 50-meter lead. Okay, we should be fine. I thought it was going to be 100 meters like some of the last ones. Although we're over 100 meters right now, so probably would have been fine, I guess. Am I going the wrong way? What? What just what? How did I turn the wrong way? I obviously was not paying good attention. Now we have a real challenge on our hands. We have less than a lap to catch both these dudes and try to get a 50-meter lead. That's going to be a tall order. And we have to be able to pass them. Alright, there we go. We're past them. Alright. Now we need to generate a 50-meter lead. We're at 35. We should actually get it. Wow. We're going to say I did that on purpose to show how awesome I am. Of course, this is like a beginner race, right? Unfortunate. And now our lead's up to 170 meters. Wow. A, how did I do that? Like something so stupid. And B, how did we put so much distance between them? That's actually a little crazy. I wonder if it handicaps them. I wonder when that happens, if the game slows them down. So many games do that. The further out you get ahead, it speeds them up, and the further behind you are, the more the game slows them down. And I'm not a fan of that. Like, if I were... Whoops. If I were someone, like, creating a racing game, I very much would not do that. Like, I would just have each car perform the way that car should perform, and, you know, with some variation to account for, like, you know, the idea of different drivers and stuff. And I would leave it at that. And here we are, on the street, randomly. Alright. And where are we going? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Oh, now why do I get warrant for that? That guy's a bandit. Or a hooligan, or whatever they call him in this game. He's a bad guy. I should get a high five for that. Where are we going? Hopefully somewhere where we can unlock more of the map. That's what we want to do. you two okay? Yeah, it's fine. You can stand up now. I'm just parking here. Where's that bird at? Right above us. Alright. Now, I'm wondering if there's anything left for us to do to unlock the next Tycoon level. Oh, that's up on the freeway. That's hard to get to. What's happening here?
None of your business.
Oh.
Your express delivery.
You could have handled it yourself. Well, then why didn't you handle it?
See through the nexus.
Damn hoochie. This is one of my favorite anomalies that you can just randomly encounter. I love this. Oh, no, wait, this isn't it. Ah, well. We've already triggered it. I thought this was the umbrella one. The umbrella one is so cool. In terms of, like, the, like, the visual effect of it.
Pretty lively here. Let me take over. I don't have to report to the security office, do I?
It took me so long in this game to discover that the 11 o'clock gifts, like if you look at the time, where's time? Are after 11 o'clock. And then there's a 1700 gift, which is after 17, and then like a 2300 gift, which is after 23. So I was looking for, like, for map completion purposes, trying to find some of the anomalies, and I couldn't find them, and I couldn't find them, and I was getting so frustrated. And the solution was in the name. And I was just too stupid to figure it out. Which is, like, genuinely, like, very disappointing. Not in terms of game design. It's disappointing that I'm that stupid. Truly. Alright, yes, we can level up again. That is good. Own one four-wheeled car. So not a, very specifically not a motorcycle, which is a shame. Because if they just said own one vehicle, I would probably put off, like I would probably grind really hard for fawns and just put off completing this part of the Tycoon until I bought a motorcycle. Which is more expensive. The motorcycle's not nearly as cheap as that Jetta is, but... yeah. Oh, are we immediately qualified for this? Nice. So the first thing we're looking for is not to get to 18 for Chiz. It is, I believe it's 15 or 16, where the way you interact with the, like the daily stamina level, that changes at some point and makes how you interact with all this stuff like much easier. In terms of specifically the City Tycoon stuff, I mean. Oh, wow. Nice. 25. 15. So there's 45 more. Which is still only a quarter of one pull. But we'll take it, right? Like, why would we complain about that? Let's see. What else can we... oh, we're screaming through the hunter levels. Alright, good times. Which, of course, it's so early in the game. Of course we're screaming through the hunter levels. Alright. No. No. Oh, that sucks so bad. Purchase the Cafe by Origin. Bluebeard Road location. I thought I remember there being a story setup for this. Is there not a story setup for this? Oh, we went up an appraiser level. Cool. That means the world just got harder. Unfortunate. I was actually kind of putting that off. Like, I didn't want the world to get harder. I wanted to achieve as much as possible before the world got harder. Because the scaling of the appraiser level is a tiny bit punishing. Unless you're really aggressively, like, advancing your characters. It can actually be a challenge. So, like, I assume that, like, oh, there's the umbrella guy. Yay. I love that effect. Really cool, man. Really cool. I assume he's gonna be, like, level 20 now?
Pretty lively here.
Ah, snuck up behind me.
Time for the professionals to take over.
Let me take over.
And returning, such a cool effect also, especially when we got caught, like, mid-air like that.
Seems like luck is on my side today.
Man, I really enjoy that. That's the kind of thing that has kept me playing in spite of times when I don't enjoy the story, including the upcoming part of the story might be the worst, if I'm being honest. How do I get on the roof of this thing?
Dear passengers, the train is now arriving.
The wind's just right.
Do not rush. Pay attention to the safety of children and the elderly.
Perfect angle. The wind's just right.
I wonder if we can make it onto this freeway. Yeah, we should be good. Now we get to play on the freeway.
Perfect angle. The wind's just right.
Navigating this world really does feel fun. That I know I've said it a couple times, but the mobility they give you is, like, very rewarding. Are we hanging out in a parking lot? Are you going to take pictures of the parking lot? Bro, your girlfriend's weird. Where are we going to here? Look, it's right next to... Maybe there is a story set up for this. Are we going back to Ivon? I thought there was a story set up for the coffee shops. Or maybe not. Maybe we just walk up and buy a coffee shop.
Why did you bring me here again?
I love this time. Like, I love gameplay at this time. Like, that's beautiful. And, like, it genuinely, like, so color can evoke, like, feelings, right? And, like, truly, I like the way that feels. Frail-looking weaklings. Well, I don't feel... Cut the act, guy. Follow you to the ring. Where's the ring? Ah, there we go. Oh, so loud. Holy smokes.
I'm here, Coco.
I mismanaged all of that. There we go. Wow. I suck, man.
Intel confirmed. An opportunity served on a silver platter.
Let's play, then break! Let's finish this!
I can see you all.
What? Don't blink!
Alright, one step closer to becoming a reliable set.
Leave it to me, Neverness. Containment complete.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, it not only it's going to give us an arc for that. That's good because we need arcs. Oh, look at this guy getting like stung by mosquitoes. I got you, guy. Don't move. All right. I hope they don't come back too. Actually, I hope they do because that gives me a currency that is helpful. Oh yeah, the coffee shop. Purchase. That's it. I was wrong about the story setup. No story setup at all. Purchase. How much is this going to cost me? 5,000. I paid 50 grand for a Volkswagen Jetta, but I'm going to start a coffee shop with 5,000. Let's do it. Now, of course, from a gameplay perspective, like, this is very important, right? That it be cheap, because this is essentially, like, your primary passive income. So, they have to give you a starting point, and then you generate currency, and then you know, then you can spend more later. All right, interact with the bar counter. I will. Thank you. Manage your employees. Yes, all these people that you pull will be your employees. Recipe interface. Yes, and this is like a whole process, right? It's going to take us a number of days, and truthfully probably a few weeks, to advance this to the point where it's capped out. And yes, for the first week or so, we are going to have to manually restock. And it's a huge relief when you finally get to the point where this whole system kind of manages itself, and then it truly, so it's not really passive income at first because you have to be actively involved. It becomes passive income later when you no longer have to do that. Okay, yes. We will manage the cafe. I got it. Alright. Select the item that we're going to sell. Well, we only have one choice. Yes, restock. We restocked, but only for 4 hours. Can we restock for 72 hours? So delivery is an option, right? Delivery means that you pay an additional amount. Oh, we can't even do that yet. Okay. Well, so we either have to go buy, like, coconut and... what was the other thing? I guess we need a higher mint.
Does the kitchen need help?
Oh, and
I'm
Adler?
thinking-
A butler must handle both coffee making and shop management. No need to worry.
Hey, did you need me?
Yeah, so it's probably, in the long term, a good investment to, like, level up your character's life skills, right? Oh, while we're here... You have one. Whoops. No, wrong thing. Okay, the boxer doesn't work for you anyway. Which means it probably doesn't work for me and probably doesn't work for Haniel. What about Mint? Oh yeah, no, we already like the one that Mint currently has. Yeah, okay. So none of the arcs we've gotten have been of any help. Management guide. Cool, well that'll come in handy. Claim rewards one time from... So yeah, this is what we want to level up, right? Is the cafe so that we can start, like, enjoying the benefits of having got there. But of course, we'll have to, you know, do things. I'm not even sure I have this maxed on... I should actually look into this on my main account, see about maxing this out. Their skills, right? In fact, you're fired, Adler.
Coffee
We'll
or
put Haniel in there.
desserts. With me, the part-timer ace of Stary, here you can relax.
Thank you, Haniel. Okay. Um, that currency is very easy to obtain from doing your dailies also. Like slowly, but it will go up. So, that's good. Like that's what we want. All right. Collect operating revenue. We have to wait 3 minutes. All right. Oh, we could have fought that dude while we were waiting, but we fought him first. So now we need to just find a way to make ourselves useful.
Perfect angle. The anomaly mentioned in the commission seems to be nearby.
Oh, really?
The chaotic aura is getting stronger.
I love this stuff.
Time for the professionals to take over.
Oh, wow. Unfortunate. Oh, I had a telephone pole fall on me. That is awful.
Here it is!
Do we go in there? Oh, this is a full-blown...
A new space?
Yeah, I forgot about that. This is a full-blown thing. This is...
I might want to tread very carefully here.
Yeah, you might. This is what I love so much. Like, unfortunately, these we don't get to do a ton because there's only so many of them they can put in the game, right? Like, we only get to do this so much. And of course, you only get to... Ooh. Well, now I want to go up there. And you only get to experience these once, right? So, like, I have experienced this before. Although I didn't sit down in every chair to see if something happened. Should we sit down in every chair? Oh, we can. Why is this chair unique? Is that the only place you can sit? What? Why would they give you one chair specifically that you can sit in? Okay, now it genuinely does make me curious. It's probably just a quirk. But why would you be able to sit in this chair and none of the others? Should we wait a few hours? See if anything happens? Like, I can just sit here and let this record for a few hours. Like, I can go... I'll go clean the house or something. Alright, probably not. Because it's going to take us a few minutes to get through this thing anyway. I'm going to have to remember how to do this. I don't remember any of, like, the solutions for this. Okay, we can sit in this one, too. So it's just when they move the assets in, there was one form of the asset that had one chair available to you. Let's see, what about on this side? Yep, but not on this side. Huh, so interesting. Let's sit in the one that we can sit in again. Like, there's just this part of me that can't shake the hope that there's some kind of hidden achievement, even though I know darn well there's not. I love this. Wonder what the process of like.
Campus occupied by anomalies.
Sorry, Zero. I didn't know you were gonna talk. I started talking. I wonder what the process of like planning this and like wargaming this. Like, hey, let's sit down and talk about like, and then just the creative process coming up with this. I wonder what that was like. Oh, hey guy.
I'm here, Coco.
Should we give Haniel a chance?
Ready to save the day.
Do something, Haniel. Kind of useless, but that's because we haven't done anything with her yet.
I will see through the next. Time for the professionals to take over. Trust me.
That red door might be the key.
Well, I mean, Zero, you don't have any options now, so the red door better be the key.
About time this campus tour came to an end. Commission complete.
Okay, so that one was very straightforward and easy. And yet, in my opinion, so rewarding. Like, that just feels so good to do. For me, at least. And if you're the kind of player who would enjoy, like, that little piece, and there may be some other games out there that are even better at that kind of thing. Like, I don't know, and I'm certainly open to that possibility. I haven't played them because that's normally not the type of game I look for. This game kind of brought that to me because I was looking for an open world urban gacha, and I was like, oh yeah, this looks like this is really cool. Oh, you know what?
Welcome to 24.
Hey guy. I want to buy
Anything
something.
you like?
Well, you have milk. Oh geez, I don't need hundreds. We'll buy 100. But no coconut. We'll have to figure out where to get coconut. Oh, I went out the wrong side. So pretty. Oh yeah, it's part of a quest, actually. So you can pick these things up that are on the ground. Like, you'll just find random boxes, and I guess that makes you a porch pirate? This stuff... I'd like some ice cream. We'll get a berry quartet. Buy one of those. So, like, a lot of, like, whether it's, like, boba tea or, you know, ice cream, or in some cases you can get, like, booze from some people. So all those things are things that you can... Here. Julian. Have some ice cream. Wait a minute. Are any of these, like, do any of these really like the ice cream? I don't want to give Adler a gift. Ugh. Alright, we'll give it to Julian. Here. Have a gift.
I guess this is fitting of your style.
Well, you know what? I'll take it back then. Tiny bit of increase on affection, right? So over time, you can convert. Essentially, you can convert fawns over a long period of time to, you know, significantly increasing. Now, apparently, she does really like. What is this? I'm not sure what that is. Whatever that. Oh, that's what I grabbed for breakfast. That was like the cold brew. She really likes cold brew. Have some cold brew.
You knew me better than I expected.
Significant increase, right? And different dialogue as well. So yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I never claimed. this stuff just from getting her. And that's the outfit that you eventually can unlock. That's what she wears when she's hanging out around your house, which we don't have a house yet. What do we got going on here? Oh, we got a weekly quest. Oh, nice. Alright, oh, yeah, we need to go claim... Should we just run down the train tracks to get there? Probably not. This isn't really the right way. I should have gone the other way. Oh, yes, this isn't the right way at all. We're gonna have to get back across the train tracks. Don't get hit. Climb a wall. I should have gone the other way for sure. And now we're behind our coffee shop. People probably think I'm a bum. We got 12 fawns. Can now develop new items. Oh, how exciting. Alright. We have coffee beans. We need cocoa powder and coconut are things that we need to find at some point. New item unlocked. Alright, yeah. Oh no, we're low on ingredients. Shopping list is updated. Oh, what do we got going on here? Alright, yeah, shopping list is updated. Now we need to go buy groceries. How do I... Alright, but how am I tracking that? I don't remember doing this when I played on my main account. I wonder if this is, I probably just didn't interact with it. I don't see where... I don't see any sort of thing that allows me... Will it appear in my journal? That wouldn't make sense, but it might. Oh, we can do fishing. Yeah. Well, so I don't know. I don't know how to use that advantageously to find the shopping stuff that I'm looking for. The thing is, like, a shop where I can get that stuff is probably nearby. Disappointing, man. Well, we're probably getting close to done for today. I'm at an hour and a half. That's really true. Apparently, these videos are going to be tremendously long. So... Let's unlock another region. This one's close-ish. But we still don't necessarily want to run there. So let's find a street. Is this a street that you can drive on? It might not be. Yeah. This is like a walking area, not a street. There we go. We got a street up there. Oh, hi. How are you guys doing?
Your express delivery. Exclusive delivery.
Good job, team. Alright, let's go expand our access in the map a little bit, real quick. Excuse me. Excuse me, my wife's having a baby. Let me through. That's not true. I just lied to them to get through. You know what? Comfort mode. That way we're not driving recklessly. We'll keep the speed capped. It is actually easier to not crash if you're in comfort mode. That is very much a thing. Not quite as much with this vehicle, because this vehicle's, you know, just doesn't go that fast. But as you get faster vehicles, comfort mode in city traffic is actually kind of helpful. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. No, don't attack me. I gotta switch to mouse and keyboard first.
I'm here, Coco.
Leave it to me, Mint.
Time for the professionals to take over.
I will see through the nexus.
I smashed all those cars up. I feel terrible. Oh, it's below us. Well, I ain't going down right now.
Leave it to me, Mint.
I have to walk through the fountain to be able to sync with this thing? Alright. Cool, man. Wait. Oh. Alright, that's good. Oh, we gotta go way up there. Alright, why do we gotta go so far out of our way for fishing? I thought that would be like an easy thing to do right before we wrap up. And then I'll get the ingredients for the stupid shop after I stop recording.
Perfect angle.
Okay, we are tracking it. All right. Oh man, we got a bit of a haul ahead of us. I'm glad we didn't run there, jeez. So fishing won't unlock that part of the map. We're going to need to go to that tower. So we should probably do that once we're done fishing. Otherwise that part of the map is going to remain like grayed out to us even though we're in it. Oh my gosh. Man, it really pulled hard all of a sudden. Well, this is why you don't let the MC drive. Look how beautiful this is. It's driving a little weird, actually. Excuse me, I'm just gonna park right here like I own this place. Alright, fishing. Go faster, Zero. Oh, is it like early morning? Are we here just in time for some early morning fishing? Perfect. Oh no, I don't want to do that right now. Where's the camera thing? Right there. Alright, let's try fishing. Wait for the moment, she says. We caught something. We caught a pyara. I don't know what a pyara is. Is that a real fish? Some of the fish in this game are real fish, which is pretty typical of any game that has fishing. They'll include like things that are recognizable to the player. But then they also will have things like the Doomfish of Hell's, Hell's Demise or something. Ah, that's pretty. And like you never know like which one is actually real fish. Turns out Doomfish is a real fish and you had no idea. Alright, so we caught a few fish. Good for us. Let's sell them. Oh, look at that. Koi is at a premium today. Nice. And those are not at a premium, but we'll take what we can get. Good job. Good job fishing. You did amazing. Oh, and we're really close. Oh, that's good news. Really close to that tower. Still don't want to do that anomaly. Those really annoy me. Ah, we should probably do it. You gotta, like, chase them around. Fortunately, this one doesn't go far. Is that a drink? I'm thirsty. I'll get right to you, Anomaly. I just wanted to get a drink real quick. Where are you at? Oh, did I come down here too fast? Oh no, now you are down here. Annoying.
Intel confirmed.
Oh man, I'm getting my ass whooped.
Let me take over.
I think that was all wasted. I don't think a single one of those were a hit because it was like flying around.
Leave it to me, Mint.
Pretty lively here. Let's settle.
So there's an achievement for completing, like, an enemy with an ultimate a certain number of times. So that is absolutely why I did that. And there's like weird little things like that that
This is our rightful share.
if there's an achievement associated with it, I might do it from time to time. Alright, now, we were going to get the tower, right? Nice. Progress. Progress is being made. Alright, like I said, I'll take care of that ingredient thing. So it's going to be a while before I am able to record some more. Well, like I have more time today, but I'm also going to do Rossi's story in Enfield. So it's going to be a little while before I have a chance to record NTE again. Between now and then, I don't want to advance the story or anything like that, because I don't want to, you know, I want to catch those things, but I am going to do dailies every day. And there's a possibility that the cafe will naturally advance, that I'll be advancing the cafe some. Which will be good, because that's our, you know, our revenue. And we want to continue to pull revenue. So, before we go, let's see here, what else can we... We got some more achievements. Oh, we got a bunch more achievements. Nice. Nice. Witness a meteor shower. When did I witness a meteor shower? Okay. Better. What do we have that's pinging on
What should we do
character here?
today?
What, is that what it is? Ascend? I mean, she is ready to ascend. But is that what we want to do? We're not gonna... Well...
Another new day.
Why did it... Which glider is it showing us? The... Oh, the police glider. Yeah,
should we do
we're not
today?
gonna do that. We may as well send her because it will undoubtedly happen before the next time I record. Like, so we might as well do that. Alright. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Alright, and that actually reminds me of the next thing probably that we're going to do once we are done with all this business. Why is character still... Is it still the glider?
What should we do today?
I don't... There.
Another new day.
Bond? Why is Bond pinging? Let's see here. Oh. Mint has a phone call for us. Well, we're not going to do that right now. Let's go to the fair. Let's do another temple on the free pulls or the, you know, the non-banner, whatever this is called. So, yeah, we got... So Hathor would be a good get for us, and Daffodil would be a good get for us, right? 40 more rolls will get us there. We don't have the currency for 40 rolls yet, but we will get that pretty easy. So we can anticipate in the future, as much as I like Daffodil, we'll probably go Hathor, just because of the team component. But, I don't know, maybe we'll get Hathor or Daffodil right now. Probably not, but we can try. Oh yeah, it only takes 8, so actually we're much closer than I thought. But still not going to get there today. We are going to skip the animation and just see what we get. Ah, well, we got a character, just not the one I wanted. I don't even remember her name. What is your name?
Would you like to join us for a jam?
No, I'm really not into jellyfish, if I'm being honest. Aurelia, that's her name. Good job. Good job. We got Aurelia. Oh, we got a dupe of, that guy. Adler. We got an A rank. Wait a minute. No, is that like extra? Let's put it over. Oh, we good. We got an extra roll. Well, that's nice because we need 3 more to guarantee, like, to get to the point where we know we're gonna get the next S-class character. So, closer, closer. Oh, goody. Hi, Aurelia. We're so happy to have you on the team. You're never going to get used. I'm sorry, sweetie. It's just how it goes. What is the achievement associated with this? 5 characters. Cool. We'll take it, I guess. Alright, anything else we want to do before we call it a day? I don't think so. Why is character still
Another
pinging
new
now?
day.
Oh, we
Greetings
got
to
a
you.
dupe of Adler. That's right. So, like, truthfully, we should probably be using Adler, but I don't want to. So we're not going to. Alright. We'll wrap it up here. So, thank you very much for hanging out with me as I continue my odyssey of very, very long videos wandering through NTE. It's just the best way to capture NTE is all the weird little things that happen along the way. It's not just the story on a rails or something like that, or, you know, doing raids repeatedly or whatever. Like, it really is the full experience, so that's why I've opted to do, like, these very long videos for NTE. So, thank you very much for hanging out with me. When we come back, we'll continue to do NTE things, including advancing the story, but also picking up wherever we're at with, you know, like the Tycoon development and stuff like that. Thank you, and you have a good one. Later.